Hey guys, this is Michelle, your cash flow girl. As you can see, my cap says so I must be it. This is Michelle. I'm here live today to answer a very frequently asked question, and that is, how much money do I need to start investing in real estate? All right, so how much money do I need to start investing in real estate? And the question to that is actually very simple. I don't have the answer for that. And the reason why I don't have the answer for that is because I would be lying to you if I gave you an exact amount of money that you would need to get started, because it's simply not that it's not the same for every single instance or circumstance or situation. It depends so much. Real estate is hyper local. Thank you, Alana. You are awesome. Thank you. Y'all are awesome. Okay, I don't have my Texas accent yet, but I'll work on it. Thank you. Yeah, so I don't have an exact question answer to give you if you want to know how much money to get started with, but I can give you a series of questions that you need to ask yourself in order to understand how to come up with that number yourself in your own situation, in your own example, in your own area, right? Because like I was saying, real estate is hyper local. It depends on the state that you're on. It depends on the street that you're in. It depends on the building that you are purchasing. It depends on so many things. So many factors counter into the decision of how much money do I need. Also, if you're using hard money lenders, I have hard money lenders that can lend me 70 to 80% of the purchase price. So that means that I can leverage my money. If I have $50,000, $100,000, I can make the decision to buy one property if it's all I can afford, or many properties if I have leverage through hard money lenders, right? So that's why I cannot give you an exact number. It would be ludicrous for me to give you one number and have yourself be set on that number, when in reality, when you come and do the transaction, you might need much more money, or you might have already been able to start a long time ago, but you didn't because you thought you needed a certain amount of money, okay? So let's start with the 3 questions you need to ask yourself if you are looking to purchase an investment property and to determine how much money you will need. Number 1 is start looking for properties from wholesale deals, from your realtor, from motivated sellers. Start looking for deals out there, and you have to figure out how much can you buy a property for. Now, this is not the number that, I'm not talking about the listing price. I'm not talking about the asking price. I'm talking of once you speak and have a conversation with that seller, whether it's a wholesaler, it's a realtor that you're talking to, or it's the actual seller that is motivated to sell. Once you have that conversation, how much are they willing to let you have this property for? It's a very different number sometimes from the asking price or from the listing price, okay? So that's when your street smart negotiating skills come in place. And this is something that we go very, very deep with our students that have gone through our wholesales courses and our mentorship courses. We go through negotiating tactics because that is really where you make the money. Camilo says it over and over and over again. You make the money in the purchase and then you collect it in the sale or in the rental income. But in reality, if you can get the property at the cheapest number, at the lowest number, I should say, that's really where the money is made. So question number 1, how much can you buy that property for? That will determine how much money you need, okay? So if you are looking to buy a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, which is very popular here in my area in South Florida, that's usually what investors are looking for. It's a great property for families to stay for a while. If you buy properties that are smaller than that, probably what you're going to be getting is a lot of people that are seasonal. You know, they only need the place 1 year, maybe up to 2 years, because their family grows or their life changes, whether they are, you know, a young couple or maybe a bachelor who has a roommate. Their situations change very quickly in life. And so most likely they'll be moving on to another property. And so that's why here in South Florida, we like to look for 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. So if I'm looking for a 3-2 and the property is listed at $150,000, I'm going to be calling that realtor, the selling agent, and I'm going to try to get it down as much as I can. And there's a series of steps that I take so that I can take it lower. Once I get that, let's say I get it for $125,000, then I start to look for hard money lenders who can lend me money so that will allow me to only put down from my pocket 20%. And so that's how I start to understand how much money I'm going to need for this deal. Okay? So number 2, the second question of how much money you need is, a lot of people forget that, okay, once you buy this property, you're going to have to repair it most likely, because that's what we look for as investors, or properties that are in bad conditions, that are foreclosed, are forgotten, that need a lot of repairs, because that's how you get the best deals. If you're going to go out there and find a property that already has all the repairs done to them, then you're probably going to be paying top dollar for it. You're probably going to be paying a lot of money for those repairs. You're going to be paying a lot of money for that property, and it might not even be the repairs or the renovations that you would have liked to have in your own house, in your own property. Whether you're renting it or reselling it, we all have a different vision for the properties or the projects that we're buying. And so we like to buy properties that are in distress, properties that need a lot of repairs, or that, of course, it depends on your numbers, but properties that we can actually come in there, renovate them, and make them look amazing. And so you'll have to figure out, how much money do you need for those repairs? It's the second number you need to figure out to understand how much money you need to start investing. The best way to get familiar with this concept is to go out there with contractors, go out there to different properties, and start to understand, how much does it cost to fix a kitchen? How much does it cost to fix the floors, to replace the floors? How much does it cost per square footage to paint a house inside? And then how much does it cost to paint it outside? Because it's a different quote. It's a different kind of work, labor, that your contractor is going to have to do. So they're going to charge you differently if it's inside or if it's outside. How much does it cost to get a new roof, air conditioning, doors, knobs, light fixtures, everything? I want you to be super familiar with every single repair. So when you walk into a house that you probably want to buy, you're going to say, okay, so this house needs new bathrooms, new kitchen, new floors, and new painting. How much will that add up? And then you start to have an idea of how much money or cash you're going to have to work with in order to be able to get started or to purchase your next property. Do not walk in blind, because that will only bring you stress. That will bring you the bad results that we don't want. And it can mean to hold your property without being able to sell it for a while. And when that happens, you're going to be spending a lot of holding costs. You're going to be stressed out the whole time. You want to plan everything out where you can get in, get out, and get your money. You want to roll that money to the next deal. Keep it rolling. Keep it going into the next deal, because if you get stuck, that's when things start to go downhill, okay? So I know a lot of people want to save money and they want to make their own repairs. They want to do their own designs. They want to do... And that's all right. I mean, I see the shows all the time in HGTV, which portray, the lady who does the designing. Hey, Jeff Williams, thank you for joining us. Say hi. Let us know where you're coming in from. And so, there's the guy, the handyman or the contractor that comes and does all the demolition. And even though they do a wonderful job, and even though those houses look amazing by the end of the chapter or the episode, that's not really how we work or how investors work. Remember, these people, what they do is repair properties. What you do as an investor is you find deals. You're not the contractor. You're not the designer. You're not the demolition guy, okay? What you have to do is you got to hire a crew that knows what they're doing, and they'll get those repairs done in no time. So, and in the meanwhile, you're looking for the next deal. You're negotiating the next deal at the cheapest price, the lowest price you can get it, and getting that hard money lender together, getting that next crew together to do your next property. All right. So how we do it, we have a system down, guys. I don't go into every single house and try to get creative and try to see, what color this one inspires me. No, this is a business. This is not a hobby. This is the quicker you can get that property out of the way, the more profit you'll have, the more money you can make that year with the same money that you're leveraging, okay? So what we do is our contractors already know what kitchen we like, what colors we like, what kind of bathrooms we like, and they go in there and they already know what to do. They get the stuff, they put it in there, and it's done. In a couple of weeks, it's ready to be put in the MLS, or we start to market it for our buyers, our retail buyers, and it gets sold, guys. Our last deal, we sold it the very day that we put it on the market. It was beautiful, and to be honest with you, I didn't design it. I talked to my contractor like 2 or 3 times. He already knows what I like. He already knows how I work. And so it was done in a couple of weeks. We listed it. It was absolutely beautiful. We put it under contract the same day that we listed it, and we have 2 backup offers. It's going to close tomorrow. So yay, you know, that's our deal in Deerfield. If you haven't seen that deal yet, go ahead on my Instagram, michellepais.co, and you'll see it. It's on my highlights. I have there my Deerfield Beach deal that we just did, Camilo and I. So I'm telling you because, you know, it's very romantic. It's very fancy to get out there and, you know, try and design every house. But in reality, guys, if you're doing it as a business, which is how you should be doing it, have a template, have a system down, get your crew in, get your crew out, and make that money, okay? And number 3, the third number you should know, so that you can figure out how much money you need to get started in real estate would be, how much can you sell it for? How much can you sell that deal? So you're going to find out what's the lowest you can get it for, and you're going to find out that comparables in the area in the last 6 months, how much are similar properties to the one that you're selling, how much are they selling for? This is key because that will let you know how much profit you're making, and so you're leveraging yourself. You'll know you'll be able to pay off your lenders, which you need to, and you'll know how much money you'll have available for the next deal. So this is very, very important. It's forecasting how much return on your investment you're going to get. And so this is probably the most important number. Actually, no, the 3 of them are the most important numbers. But these 3 numbers will let you know how much money you need to get started in real estate. So go out there and understand how much properties are going for, how much are the foreclosures going for, and that will give you a good perspective of how much you need to get started. Now, you also need to have into consideration the absorption rates. Absorption rates basically means is how much inventory is available for how long. So there could be enough inventory available for the next 6 months, 7 months, 1 year. And so that will let you know if it's a buyer's market or a seller's market. If there's a lot of inventory out there, that means it is probably, you know, it's going to be very competitive. So you want to make sure that, first of all, you get a killer deal. You don't pay too much for your deals. You're going to make repairs that are quick and easy, and you're not going to spend too much on repairs, and you're going to place it or price it at a lower price than the market price so that you can sell it quick, because that means that you have a lot of competition. It's a buyer's market. Buyers are able to make offers on properties lower than what they're going for, and so you don't want to be stuck in a situation where you listed high and then you're stuck with that property for a while. Again, spending holding costs, you know, lenders costs, all kinds of costs that are going to amount. The stress is going to get worse. You're going to start to make the wrong decisions. That's not something you want to do. Hey Bash, welcome. So thank you so much for joining. And Tatiana, Tati, hey. Give me a shout out, give me a comment, let me know how you're doing. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer them. So yeah, guys, I'm actually wrapping this up now. It's been 15 amazing minutes full of information of how to get started in real estate. Not how to get started, but how much money you need. And like I said at the beginning, real estate is hyper-local. It is different in every single market. And so I did give you 3 numbers. So go ahead and look at the replay if you're just tuning in now, because I'm about to wrap it up. Look at the 3 numbers. How much are you buying the property for? How many repairs does it need? And how much can you sell it for? And that will give you the number that you need of how much money you need to start getting started in real estate. All right, so that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Give me some hearts and some likes if you like what I'm talking about. And if you have any questions for the next one, let me know. I'll be here Wednesdays mornings. It depends on what time I can log in, but I'll be here Wednesday mornings answering your questions and giving you lots and lots of information about the current market, how to invest in properties. If you're looking to buy your dream home, I'm your real estate agent here ready to help you find your dream home. And I'm also here to help you sell your home at top dollar. You want to invest in real estate? I'm here to help you to build long-term wealth through real estate investing. It's one of the things that I love to do the most. And so call me, hit me up, leave me comments, private message me. Go on to my Instagram, michellepais.co. I have lots of information over there as well. All right, guys, love you so much. Thank you for the hearts. And I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye-bye.